Greetings and welcome back to Tasting the Spire. The Spire Rises expansion continues here in AI War 2. And if you're wondering just now why I have a second upload today, the last one was a little bit earlier than usual this morning, and all that's because I didn't get to one yesterday. My apologies for that. Basically, main reasons are I'm recovering from being sick again. There were some issues with hot fixes in the expansion that messed with the game and all of those types of things, but cramming another one in today will let us get into some Spire stuff. In fact, we're going to start that because I think I'm ready. Not sure I'm ready, but, taking the plunge. Okay, so what we've done some more research, upgraded Disruptive again, explain why in a bit, and upgraded the turrets. As we have made the jump to Mark II on the AI progress, we have bumped in here and gotten the ambush turrets and minefields. And this system's a good example of how I'm going to defend sort of going forward. It's important to space the command station at the right spot for this. You can see right up near the front, we've got the crusher turrets and a whole bunch of ambush, and we could put a lot more of these in here. They are really going to hammer everything that comes in here. Of course, ambush turrets get a massive damage boost when things first enter the system. So particularly our frontline systems, that's where it's going to be. Okay, overall Spire plan. Here's what we're looking at. I've explored out far enough now that basically, if I can't see it now, I'm not going to want to get it for a while. Need to do some deep striking out there later. But for the moment, I think I know what I want to have happen. Now, I would prefer if some of these systems like Kiwi had good defensible positions with the wormholes real close together, but that's not something that normally happens. It's not what we have here. So, next best thing, I really want a concentrated line of defense against anything that comes in the system. So, I'm going to have 4 choke point systems. One is going to be here. One is going to be here. The other one's going to be here facing this way, and then in good old Murdoch facing this way. And we're going to cram all the turrets we can in there, Spire defenses, you name it. And then what I need is a central location for the fleet. So the fleet can move around to whichever one of those places it needs to get to. And it just so happens that the most convenient one to guard those 2 entry points and the directions each way out from them is right here in Sierra November, where there is also an AI Spire research lab. And the relic that you get from the research lab has to stay in the system, which is fine. That's where I want to build it anyway. So, that's going to be the first system I build. It's going to be the most important Spire City. It's going to be the capital. And we will be building that one up the most. And that's where our central production location is going to be for all Spire ships we get. And it's going to fan out to wherever it's needed, and there's nothing here that's more than 4 jumps away. None of my critical systems were 1, 3, 2, and then 4 if it had to come all the way down here. Okay. And then if they bypass any of that stuff, of course, we'll have further stuff in the back. We're going to have military command stations upgraded, hopefully eventually to the max on those, in all of those systems, just fortifying as much as we can. So, I waited for some waves to go by and get hit. And now I think we've got a clear passage. We've got a decent amount of metal, about half of it. We're just over an hour in. And the battle for Sierra November now is essentially the first battle of the Spire campaign proper, or the battle to begin the Spire part of the campaign. Now they do have a plasma ion here. One of the things that I accomplished, because they've also got an ion cannon, is by upgrading the Disruptive, obviously it upgrades the pike turrets, but in some other turrets we're going to get later, but also the War Siegers here. Now you don't get more of them because you just get them when you send the Outguard in, but we will be getting more of them in the future. So we've got 15 of them. They're going to help us. These are really good against targets with bubble shields, and if we pop in here, they have 5 Force Field Guardians. There's that ion cannon. That's going to be my first target. And then this is almost half their strength in the system. 92 strength in the system, but this is about 40% of it. And if we look at the range, it reaches right up about to our entry point, But we can avoid a lot of this, and I want to clear out all this stuff over here. The main threat in this system that's going to be dangerous is all of these tritium sniper grate turrets, because about half of my ships, frankly, are very vulnerable to them with low albedo. So they're a good counter to us. And I'm just going to throw everything at this system that I can. This is the time to use all that stuff. So, first of all, we're going to trigger our partisans. Okay, they're coming in up there. Now we're going to bring in everything else. The two best fleets that we have. You jump in and join the fray. All of you lovely 15 war siegers, you jump in. And they're really slow. Okay, so let's get all of you. Well, first of all, the war siegers, why don't you go hit that? Why don't you give that force field guardian a piece of your mind? And then let's get our other two flagships. And I will set them over here because I want them to be out of range.
Taking fire behind enemy lines.
Oh, well, that didn't last very long, did it? Wow, I thought it would take a little longer than that. Okay. Yeah, they're really good against bubble shields. Alrighty then. Now, I want these to move over here. Let those gradually get in place and, you know, absorb fire and get out of range of this dork. Yeah, they're almost out of range. Keep on going. Then all of you, now that you're up here, you unload. And I want to handle this ion cannon. We'll speed up this battle in a little bit. But that ion cannon's my next biggest threat. There we go. War Sieger's doing just fine. There we go. Okay, now, do we have anything? Ugh, there's a Tractor Guardian all the way over there. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Everything that can get out, I want to get out over here, because I want to combine all these into one force. Of course, we're rebuilding in all the nearby systems. Since we control a couple of adjacent systems, we're getting additional ships from those regularly. Okay, and how much do we have here? Not a lot. You can just go ahead and keep attacking that, and everybody else just come down here. So I just want to clear out everything down here in this open area. And let's put everybody on attack move. And let's see. No, I don't think I want you on attack move. Just go ahead and hang out here. And actually, that's probably not even the best move. Let's go after the sniper turrets. Because the only guard post that isn't unarmed is this thing down here. So the partisans are still out there. They're distracting stuff. They're annoying stuff. There we go. Let's get rid of these turrets. Now, there's another whole group of turrets on the other side of the system. Can't do anything about those. Let's get rid of these guard posts. And that one. And how are we doing? We're almost even into them in strength overall, too. I think we're going to pull this off. Yeah, I think we are. Let's get this moving. Bingo. Yeah, those war siegers are something else. Warp gates done. Oh, hello. Yes, the Scourge had helped us with something else, but I didn't think they were going to press in this hard. Look at them all. Ooh, we have Burlust warriors now. Oh, we are awesome now. We have Burlust warriors. Boy, they were just waiting for me to come in here, and yet 380 some. Oh, yeah. Scourge are indeed a fabulous friend of ours now. Good. Let them... You go after it, fellas. You just go after it. So, yeah, I've already got this thing knocked down quite a bit. Well, let's send the rest of our ships off this way. And it looks like this is now going to be a walk in the park, thanks to all of our extra friends, and which also does confirm in my mind that I made the right call here. Turret's not waiting any longer. Okay. Dark Spire has detected a surge in fallen Spire energy. Where? And is conducting a vengeance strike as well. Oh, because we knocked out they already took it down. Good grief. How strong are these Burlust warriors? 100k health. Okay, yeah, so there's like 30 or 40 strength worth of those. Still, I'm surprised they took it down that fast. Okay, so this is what happens when you get... This is the Spire relic. Now, you select it and you move it to where you want it, except here we have to... this one is damaged, so we have to put it somewhere on this planet. Where remains to be seen. So let's go after that. And actually, let's just pursue. Let's have everything on pursuit. Now that we're got everything in tow. Just wipe everything out. There goes the eye. Now we're going to knock this out. Explored a few more planets, and I think we're about there. Okay. Yeah, now all of the Scourge are leaving. But this should give them another planet they can expand to. Let's get that distribution node out of the way.
Taking fire on neutral planet.
There we are. Okay, so we want to build up in here, and again, we're looking long term. So, we're going to capture this eventually. From here, this is the long way around, so I'd like to push them that way and just defend this. I think I want to be more over this way with my command station. But basically, yeah, basically be here and, you know, play center field somewhere in there. And we'll go ahead and go logistics on this one. And then, now normally, there's times when you don't want this to be right next to the command station because you don't want it to be underneath the shield. But in this case, I do want it to be. Sure, you want to spend the Spire relic to the planet Sierra November to build a Spire City there. Once it gets to the location, it'll turn to a city that you cannot undo or later move. Yes, do that. And I want it to be protected by the shields here because I'm going to be focusing this one on shipbuilding and things of that nature. So we'll see how that works out for us. But yeah, that attack frankly went way better than I thought. I wonder how many War Siegers we have left. All of them? I didn't lose any? Yeah. That went way better than I expected. And our Scourge are really starting to stretch their legs, and believe me, we want to give them every opportunity to do that. Okay, where is this? This is just next door. Yep, and we've got ships here. Some of them. So let's just send our melee fleet in there. We should be able to handle this without them. Okay, the relic has arrived safely on Sierra November. Okay, we're going to build our normal stuff here. We got some Spire information to deal with. Definitely want to get our force fields up.
Yes, sir. Starting right away.
So, each Spire City is both a fleet and a city. So here's the capital, and we're going to rename this. Let's see. Where's it at? There it is. Fist-ta, and that of course is the Spire language or whatever. I'm just going to call this Spire Capital SN for Sierra November. Okay, and there's all these different things it can build, but then you also get a cruiser. 20 strength cruiser, 1.2 million shields, 1.2 million health. Very nice Spire coil beam weapon. And you can see that there's no tech that levels them up, etc. Can't be captured, can't be upgraded. It just is what it is at the current point. Now to level up your cities, you have to have multiple ones of the same mark level. This is a mark level 1 city. And you have to have used all of the sockets. And your capital, your first city, gets more sockets. That's one of the reasons why I built it here. Now, why does that matter? Sockets determine how much stuff you can build in a city. For example, the engineering center, you can see city sockets required 1 out of 4 available at the bottom. I think they normally start with 2. We'll see. But anyway, then each of these things requires a socket to build. Some of them require a ridiculous amount of energy. Here's a shard reactor for a bunch more energy, etc. And this stuff also costs a lot of metal. So, the economy is going to take a hit. Shipyard, responsible for construction and support of Spirecraft, escorts up to capital ships. I want that first. So we're going to build it. And then you click on a spot to set her down. Now before I do that, I'm going to get all of this stuff up. But we're going to get all that set. Now we can use this Spire ship to go out and help us whenever we need to, do some combat. On the other hand, of course, expecting more reactions to come soon too. Okay, Sierra November is building up, but we didn't even have time to finish it. You can see we only had just over a minute here. The AI sending a powerful strike against you and your new city. 148 threat now, was up over 180. The 150, 160 threat, roughly, that they sent. And that's the first city, mind you. This is the first response. It's going to get much, much worse. Okay, and then Spire debris spawning on this system. You have 480 seconds to retrieve it before someone else does. Spire debris is generated shortly after a new Spire City is built. And you do not want the other ones to get it. We don't want the AI to get stronger with it. We don't want the other Scourge to get stronger with it for sure. It could be our Scourge that grabbed it. But given the factions that are in the game, it could be, I don't think the Dark Spire can use it. It'd be 1 out of 3. Or 1 out of 4. And obviously be better if we get it. Now I don't know what good it will do us. I haven't actually gone through this mechanic before. But now this one says we have a lot longer, so I don't know which of those is accurate. Nonetheless, we need to go get it. And let's see. Yeah, it's here. That's only 3 hops away. And let's see. Is there a hack for it? Yes. Analyze Spire debris. And that'll give us science. Okay. That's not the best thing ever, but I'll take it compared to the other options. So we need to hop through here, and into here, and this is a Mark IV system. And we need to be able to obviously survive in there, not just get there. But it's only 5 seconds. Oh no, it's 90 seconds, only 5 hacking. Okay, so we'll need to survive in there for a decent amount of time in order to do this. So, I think it's time to load up the fleet and go for a little journey. Turns out, due to its relatively slow speed and the hacking, or the damage that was taken on the way in, I left the Spire flagship at home. But here's Scourge, and not friendly Scourge. That's unpleasant.
Listening post report AI.
It's quite unpleasant. Oh, another instigator. I bet we don't care. Oh, improves AI progress. Yeah, we kind of do care, but we're going to finish this hack first anyway, and then see what we can do about that. There's another bit of debris in Yod Shate, where we want to capture that eventually. But right now, we just want to fight off everybody in here, get this hack done, and see what happens. And we're doing a decent job, I think.
Hacking job complete.
Okay. Only one hacking group left, so everybody load up. We'll rebuild that fleet once we get back. Okay, Instigator. Sifiat. All the way down here. That's 3 jumps out of our territory. Probably a reasonable one to get to, although maybe not. This is Mark 6. 2 Mark 6. We got to get through 2 Mark 6 systems to get there. Ugh, that's unpleasant. But the sooner we do it, the better. So, good news, bad news time. Good news, I knocked out the instigator well before it had a chance to fire. Didn't get a single drop of AI progress from it. Bad news, we paid a heavy price. We lost Kiwi temporarily. We lost ASCS 20B. Yes, I can talk. Temporarily, that's most of our fleets are at the moment. You can see our metal situation. It ain't good. Okay. And we've also had our first counterattack, exogalactic attack, due to the fallen Spire. Just recently fired. I think some of it's about, or just hit Brusque. Look at that, a cursed golem. We'll go take a look at what that's going to do in a minute. The threat here was actually higher than this. It was up to about 450 at one point. So we got to climb our way out of the metal hole. Now I could just unlock more metal generation here. But I think that's a waste because we are eventually going to be able to build spire buildings to boost our metal. So I want to try to climb out of it. Don't know if I've got time to, but I want to try that. So we're going to pop in here first and see what happens with this good old buddy.
Enemy ships on our planet.
And our ambush turrets, again, are really going to help save us here. But the problem with the Cursed Golem is such long range. It immediately starts hitting our command. And these are helping. They're up to Mark 3 there and Mark 5 armory. So our Scourge growing. That's a big deal. It's almost down. And yeah, it almost took us out. It didn't quite, but it almost did. Okay, so goal for the moment. Get metal back. You know, clear out whatever threat decides to come attack us. See if there's any more hotbeds of that out there. And I haven't actually built anything in here with my Spire City. Oh, look. A Dire Widow Guardian. Hi, how you doing? Mark II Peltian Fortress in here. So, on our border systems like this, I think I'm at the point now I really need to be maxing out turrets. I'm going to max out the ambush ones when I can, but of course, other things have to come first. I think we've got, we still have all of our war siegers. Yeah, let's bring the rest of them in here. Where are they coming? Okay. They're going to be all over here. Only brought 4 of them? That's weird. I thought there would be more of them. Do they do less of them at higher? Whatever. All of you come down here. So basically, I need to clear everything out, save up some metal so that we can actually do something, and all that'll take a while. So I'll pop back in when it's done. Alright, I think we're ready to go on the offensive again. About 100 more threat has cleaned itself out. I've been bouncing around the fleets defending. Don't need to quite do that anymore. A while back, the Scourge went in here and knocked out the warp gate. I want to take this system, deal with the Dark Spire Vengeance Generator, and then pop in here and get that debris. And we have less than 6 minutes to do it. We just got our latest partisan fleet. So I was waiting a bit for that. So let's go ahead and trigger them. There they are. They're down here, which there could be better spots for them to be. There could indeed. But nonetheless, between them and our combined fleets, we should really be able to handle this. We've got our support fleet in here building everything. We've got all of our mobile fleets. Let's go say hello, shall we?
Taking fire behind enemy lines.
All right. Let's unload everything. Everybody go attack everybody. There's going to be carnage. There's going to be Dark Spire. But let's see, 185%. I was hoping it wasn't that high yet. But it's only going to get worse if I don't do this now. So I still don't see any reason to do anything other than just go after it.
All turrets open fire.
Let's boost this up. Alright, yep. Enemy 70-some strength. We have 50 plus 10. It's a fairly even battle. There's Warden Fleet. Good. Let's kill them. And I think the tide's headed our way. Yep. Here's some Scourge. There's not a lot of them. We have Burlist Warriors, and we also have Peltian Warriors. So we're starting to increase. And the Peltian Warriors don't appear to be anywhere near as strong. Okay, now they're running. Let them run. Yeah, and we've got to clear out the Dark Spire that generate before we can do the hack. And really, I should capture the system and then hack, so that I can use turrets to my advantage. course, all that takes time. And Kiwi is under attack, but holding it off so far. Let's see how that's going. Nope, that's not going to work. Shoot. Okay. Well, we're going to need to pull a fleet out of here. So, let's take number 3. There you go. You are going to have to be sidelined to head back that way. That's going to take you some time to get there. But just go, go, go. Everybody else, stay in here and do your thing. And what are you at now? Spawning a bunch more stuff, that's what you're at now. 225%. Yes, this baby's only going to get worse. Okay. Now, kill the command station.
Your planet wasn't even defended.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. So we're going to want to get set up, and the Scourge immediately getting set up in here. This will be good. Yeah, I think we've got time to, well, how long does this hack take? No, that takes 6+ minutes. So we just kind of want to keep everything settled in here, build up, and then I think when I'm ready, what I'm going to do is hit the debris in there, then come back and do this hack. I think that's the right order of operations here to make this happen. And of course, another strike force coming. Now the first Exo strike force, and we haven't done anything more with the Spire, so it shouldn't be higher, I wouldn't think. The first one was around 50 or 60 strength. So given where we're at in threat, not too worried about that. Got a few balls in the air, but this should work out. Well, I made 2 mistakes in the process. First time, ended up going back and reloading. One, I needed a second fleet back there to defend Kiwi, and so that became a problem. 2, this is a monstrous hack. It's much worse than I expected. I never tried them before, and boy, are they fun. So, I've only got a couple beam cannons up in here now, but I've built a military command station to increase our firepower, and I'm going to be building turrets in here. I'm going to be building lots of turrets in here to make this happen, because this is, yeah, it's nightmarish. But that we're not on the clock for. We are on the clock for this. So let's get in there and take care of this debris hack. Okay, let's just unload everybody and go pursuit. Oh, I meant to kill the mass driver right away. Oh, I thought I'd killed that already. Okay, everybody kill that first. And then we'll hack.
Taking fire in enemy territory.
Why are you running that way? Kill this. I don't want you on pursuit. There we go. Kill the mass driver, if you please. There we go. Where are we at on our... They kill any of our fleets? No. And you're fine. Okay. So now we want to clear everything out in here and, of course, do the wonderful hack of the Spire debris.
Hackers are in. Our planet is under attack.
And what do they have? Ah, Scourge is coming in here. Now that actually presents a bit of a problem, because there's a troop accelerator and they will kill it if we get supremacy, which we're eventually going to do. Okay, so let's get you. No. Main fleet. Get off pursuit. And just knock out the command station, because then it'll self-destruct. Then we'll worry about everything else. Mark 7 Sniper Guardian. Dire Sniper Guardian. That can go away. Come on. Why am I not? There it is. Okay. Now, everybody, now you go back pursuit. Just heal up. Yes, Scourge, now you can do whatever you want. Come in here, kill anything you can get your hands on. What's our balance of power looking like? Okay, yeah, we're gonna win this. It's just a matter of time. The Scourge are flooding with, tachyon to release our enemies. Okay, and yeah, now the Warden fleet's going to run away, but we took a nice big chunk out of them. Of course, AI progress up to 171. We're up close to 50 in terms of wave strength. But that will be an issue for another time. Let's just clear everything out of here. Make sure the Scourge have plenty of room to operate. Was that a standard Sabbat? We just want to stay away from this stuff until it's gone. What do they have left? They've still got a few guard posts. A Swarmer, a Nucleophilic, a few ships. We're finishing them up, though. 2 more guard posts. There's the Nucleophilic. And now everybody closing in at once. And now they're gone except for this, which we'll eventually probably hack at some point. Okay. Everybody load up. We're going to get out. And let the Scourge do what they want. You're doing a great job, boys. Great job. What do they have in here left? 14 Mark 5 of the Burlist. 7 Mark 1 of the Peltian. Yuck. Yeah, so they got a lot of stuff that's still got to get stronger. And we did lose 1 spawner temporarily in our, of all places, our Spire capital. When they had a nice big wave that came in there. Easily defeated it, but okay, this is going to be fun. This is going to hit in 371. Yeah, I think I've got to wait for that Vengeance Strike. I build up turrets in here, wait for the Vengeance Strike. Unfortunately, that's going to make this thing stronger, but what else are we going to do? And then once that hits, be ready to do this hack. Alright, here we go. We had to rescue Kiwi again, but there is good news. They've actually, the Scourge are strong enough to build into enemy territory now and knock them out. They're building an armory in here, and they've got some stuff going up in here, at least they did. Okay, they're warping in a fortress. Thought they had a spawner in here. Maybe they lost it in their last battle. Anyway, once they get set up more strong in here, it's going to be a much easier place to defend. Of course, that's not the way I wanted to defend it, but nonetheless. And the Vengeance Strike is about to hit. We have some of our turrets up, but not all of them. Did what we could. Let's see what happens here. Let's see how strong this is. Doesn't look too bad, actually. Let's clear this out. We're up to 250 with a cap of 291. Okay. There we go. I do want to get some more turrets up in here. I definitely want to get ambushes going. Want them to hit this pretty hard. And in order for them to cover this, I really can't put them close enough to cover the wormhole quite. So I'm just going to do... This is going to take some metal. But I'm just going to try building 30. Then we're going to try the hack and see if that's enough. If it's not, I'll make more. However many I have to get this done. Reconquest wave, we don't care. This is our priority. Getting rid of this stupid thing. Okie dokie, everybody is here. Let's make this happen if we can. Voila. And of course, the military command boosts the attack, in this case by 25% of all of your turrets. So in addition to the more turrets, you also get the bonus to their combat potential.
Our planet is under attack.
Well, that was pretty easy, but that was only the first one. Here comes more. Got those just before the next set came out. Well, about a minute or so gone by. Here comes another set.
Are attacking our planet.
Yeah, and I think as it escalates, we're probably not going to be quite there. So I'm going to let this continue to run, but I'm also going to set up another 20 of these. And again, possibly excessive. I'll take excessive over failing.
Enemy forces are attacking one of our planets.
We got Scourge in here. We got everybody doing their job. We are about 5 minutes left in the hack. So this, of course, is one of the longer hacks in the game, but it's supposed to be really hard to knock these guys out. I'm not complaining about the difficulty of it. It's just like, wow. You do not want to come in this halfway. And, of course, this is much more charged. Again, you can see, like, this is 291, so it's peaked. It's literally maxed out for the current Dark Spire situation in the galaxy, which, if we go and look at this, for example, this thing is only at 95%. So this one is much more supercharged, unfortunately, which is making this more of an investment than it should be. Nonetheless, we are a little over halfway through. We're doing okay, and okay, we're going to get a CPA. Should be a fairly small one because it's our first one of the game. But this is a good time to finish this, for sure.
Let us see if we can make this our last meeting.
Come on. Got 2 minutes plus. Yep, we still have time to rest in between there.
Damage report. Planet defenses under fire.
Oh boy, let's see how things are going. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Yep, they're going to take out this spawner, probably. Yep, none of that is good. But you know what? That's expendable. We'll come back in here. I don't want to lose a spawner because that's going to hurt my Scourge. But I just think I've got to stick with this. I really can't afford to siphon off any fleets from this.
All turrets, fire at will.
We'll resecure all that stuff, limit the damage once this is done. Yeah, just over a minute left. So it's probably going to keep escalating a little bit, but I think we've probably got this.
Enemy contact.
About 100 strength worth in that little burst. And then it all goes away. Was a pretty even fight over there for a while, and then... Okay, 10 seconds left.
Planet under attack. They just won't stop.
Boom. And a vengeance strike is triggered. Will now generate energy for its attacks at random intervals, even without combat. Okay, we gotta clear this out. There we go. Now... we want our combat ships to hit it.
In we go.
All of you, target this. And by the way, these are interestingly, they're actually invulnerable to normal Spire weapons. But your standard ships can do the job as we're about to. Bingo. Okay. Now, question of the day, do we have time to do anything useful back here? And the spawner is still alive. That's interesting. Yeah. We're doing a decent enough job of holding off. We might be able to save it. Okay, let's get 2 of our fleets back there. Load up already. Let's have the 2 of you ride back here. We want to save that system. And then we're going to need to claim Yad Shait and keep moving our way around the circle. And now that our metal's actually maxed and I didn't realize it. Wasn't paying attention to that hack. So, I also need to get some stuff built in here for our Spire capital. So we've recovered. We're moving forward. The question is, did we lose too much time? That'll doom us in the long run. We have spotted Scourge armories on the outskirts. Scourge spawners. The enemy's there, so we're going to want to keep protecting and building our forces as much as possible. So hopefully our Scourge can push them back and not the other way around. That's going to be an interesting little game within the game to watch. All of that and more coming up as the Spire campaign continues. Hope you're enjoying the Spire Rises expansion, and we'll be back with more. Thanks for watching, everybody.